Hi, this is Brad with ProLiteGear, and today I want to show you the Terra Solar Competition 1. This is the big brother to the Photon 1 series tents. The main difference in this one is the pole structure and the weight. So just the poles, just the inner, and just the fly, all three of those together, weigh 2 pounds 4 ounces. In my hand, it's amazing when stuff is this small because it just doesn't feel that heavy, but I believe it. 2 pounds 4 ounces. We're going to go in here, start showing you this again. So these are just like the Big Agnes kind of Seed House series tents. I do believe they have 2 hubs, so there is a rear fork on the back, which will add a little more stability and actually make this freestanding. Goes there. Also using DAC poles, same as Big Agnes and a myriad of other tents out there. DAC makes some beautiful aluminum poles. So there is one pole. The second pole is another little yoke you hook onto the back. In the stuff sack, or on this stuff sack for the tent poles, they give you the standard repair kit with stakes, guy line with clam cleats. It is very small and very reflective. They do give you repair material for the shelter. Sorry, there's an airplane going overhead if you can hear it. And the repair sleeve for the pole in case it breaks. First thing I would do, like I say with most Terra shelters, these are 2-gram titanium skewers. I would hardly trust to hold a marshmallow. So I would actually replace these as quickly as you can, either with the Terra carbons, with the Easton FMJs, or the carbon cores from MSR would be a great replacement and upgrade to those little skewers. We're not going to call them stakes. The shelter, right off the bat, you can feel the floor on this thing. Definitely not as lightweight as the Photon series. So what we're going to do is going to get these poles in, get this thing staked out, and we'll kick the camera back on here. Alright, now that we've got the poles in here, you can actually see the yoke in the back of this. You can actually see the vent back there near the foot box. This is much wider than the Solar Photon in the back. And you can see this is actually a freestanding tent you can pick up. You can shake the debris out of in the morning, pick it up and move it around should the wind change directions in the middle of the night. I'm going to throw a couple quick stakes in here. And then jump in this thing so you can kind of see the room comparison to other shelters and its little brother, the Solar Photon. I do like the door right here. When getting in and out of these shelters, boy is it easy to get in and out just because you can kind of fall into the shelter. So this one is the same length as the Solar Photon. My feet are touching the bottom, my head is touching the top. I am 6'2". So this shelter, if you're 6 foot, might kind of be at the apex of what you're going to want to sleep in. You can see right there, toes are at the end. Head is at the ceiling, actually kind of uncomfortably touching. The width is fine for my shoulders. The width is fine down here for a sleeping bag and pad. My only complaint is the length on this. We're going to kick on the fly real quick and jump back on. Alright, so after the fly is on, it pitches very, very similar to the Photon 1. You basically take these 2 little bungee cords, stake them out to provide proper tension for your vestibule. The way to get in, unzip, unclip this little Delrin buckle, this little kind of clip down at the bottom so you can pull them apart. Pull the Velcro on the storm flap, open the door. Really nice way to get in and out of this shelter. I do like the door a lot. They give you this pad underneath this leg of the shelter. So you can set your tent on that, your boots on that, things you want to keep dry in a torrential downpour.
You can't set your tent on that, Brad. You're in the tent.
Oh, backpack. Not set my tent on it. You're in the tent. That's right. Can you toss me a trekking pole, Shane? So this right here is my only problem with this door. If it is raining and your door is open, you're trying to get in and out of this, right there is where the water is going to start landing. So if you have this open in a rainstorm or trying to get in and out, you have no choice but to get water in your tent. There's a, you know, Big Agnes has the same problem with a few of their shelters. As long as you're quick, no big deal. If you have any questions about Terra Nova, the Competition 1, or just questions in general, please feel free to call us or email us. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.